All right, what's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good day. It's Sunday, so you know what that means. We got to go to the dealership. But I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Now, we go and we look at the trucks and the cars, and that's fun, and I love doing that. But a lot of times you guys ask me about price. I get a lot of emails asking like, oh, I found this Tundra. How much should I pay for it? So today we're going to walk the dealership, and I'm going to show you what I would pay for these vehicles. Now, you got to remember this, and I'm going to say this a bunch of times just to remind you. It's all about the research you do. It's all about the time of year to get a great deal. It's all about the incentives, the customer cash, everything like that. But what I always say in a lot of my videos when I'm talking about going to dealerships and buying a vehicle is don't be afraid to try. If there's something you want out there and you think, well, I'll never be able to get that deal. What could it hurt to try? Just don't be afraid to walk away if it's not what you want. That's the biggest thing. But I figured we would go to my local dealership and first off, we'll see if any of the inventory's changed since last week. And we will look at some of the Tundras and I'll give you an idea of what I would pay. Again, it is a great time of year. It is the end of the year. So this is when they're, trying to do some crazy deals to get that final number they need. Dealerships are obviously all about those sales. They're all about those new car sales and those used car sales. So they want to move that inventory super quick. So we're going to go over there. We'll talk a little bit about some strategies you might want to use. But let's drive over to the dealership and see what we find. So we're at the dealership again. Today we're going to talk about what I would spend on these vehicles. And what I mean by that is if I was coming in looking for a deal, what would I actually spend per Tundra they have here? It looks like they have 4. So we'll just mess around a little bit and I'll show you the type of offer I would give on something that's here now. We have a TRD Sport double cab. These are the same ones that have been here for the past couple weeks. TRD Sport double cab, a SR5 TRD right there, double cab as well. Then you come down here and we got the Platinum. Obviously a Crew Max, they don't have them in double cab, and another Platinum. Now, I want to look at this thing. Now, I'm not going to be paying attention to this sticker, okay? This extra add-on stuff, that doesn't matter. I would never pay this, and I suggest you don't as well. You can wipe that right off or I'm walking away. So the price of this vehicle is $54,983. Now, you got to remember, it's all about the time of year. It's all about the incentives. So this is, hold on, let's just double. Okay, so we know right here it's a 2020 because it doesn't have the antenna. So I think the incentives right now is $2,000 cash back to the customer. And I think it's 2.9% for 60 months. Don't quote me, it might be 1.9, I can't remember. So you can use that to your advantage, but I'll tell you right now, for this one here, being $54,000, I would probably, because of the time of year, I would probably come in at about, not including the $2,000 cash back, if that wasn't even there, I'd probably offer $50,500 or $51,000 for this. If I was going to be aggressive and come in super low, maybe like $48,500, and then maybe we meet at like $51,000. But for something like this is a fully loaded Platinum, and it's a 2020. You'd get a lot more work done probably with a 2019 because these are so new. But I would come in probably high 40s or $50,000. That's what I'm guessing on this one. This is pretty much the same thing here. It's a Platinum as well. Better color. This is $55,533. So I'm coming in at 50. Don't be afraid to try. That's what I always tell people. If you think you could get a deal on something, go ahead and give it a whirl. Try it. What's the worst that could happen? They tell you no. It's that time of year, okay? It's the end of the year. Right now, the date today is the 22nd, I believe. 22nd of December. Okay, they got till the end of the year to sell all these cars and trucks and stuff like that. So this is a 2020 as well. So this is one that I want you to really pay attention to here, okay? This is $47,000. Everything's ice. I apologize. $47,088. Okay, and this is a truck that everybody buys. It's not a luxury Tundra. This is the SR5 TRD. This is one of the most popular trims. This is what everybody goes for. So I totally forgot the price already. So let's go back and see that one more time. So the price is $47,000, which blows my mind to begin with. I just can't believe an SR5 TRD is that much. But nowadays everything's upgraded. In 2020, push button start, bigger screen, all that. I would come in, honestly, with this one, because it's not a special trim or anything like that. I'm coming in at like 42,000. I know that's really low, but this is a quick mover for them. So they could either look at it as, okay, well, it's nothing special, we could get it out of here, you know, for probably around invoice and get another one in, done deal, you know, or it could sit here and hope somebody else buys it. But I think, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this, the time of year matters a lot. This one's a TRD Sport. A lot of dealerships still look at these as kind of premium. You can't even see the price on this one. Hold on. Price $47,153. And I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think. Comment below. SR5 TRD Off-Road or TRD Sport. It's basically a cosmetic difference. The suspension on this one's a little more for road. You get the platinum wheel and tire setup. Platinum. TRD Sport, more roadworthy tires. This is the all-terrains with the 18s. This is 20-inch for me. I'm going this one all day. TRD off-road package. But, you know, pretty much the same truck. And as I walk away, I'm telling you, I totally forget the price every time. $47,153. Again, I'm going low 40s on this. I'm going low 40s. Double cab, TRD Sport is what it is. Now, here's something we could play with. That's all the Tundras they have right now. They're selling pretty good. I come here every week, so... over on the other side, there's one up all the way over there that's on a ramp. But I'm not going over there. You can't really get up to it, but it is a 1794 TRD, which is what I would want to buy if it was me. Okay, so I want to talk about the TRD Pros. There's one here. This is a Tacoma, and there's one over there, the Sequoia. All right, so with this, at this time of year, I know they got this crazy markup on these things, $45,858. With the markup, it's $52,000. All right, first off, I'm never paying markup whatsoever. I'm walking away. That's number one. Number two, one of the things that would make me walk away, pinstripes. Sorry, don't like it, don't want it. So I wouldn't put pinstripes on the truck. If it was me, if I was the owner of a dealership, I would offer pinstripes, but not put them on until you tell me you want them or not. But with this one, you know how they are. You know, when it comes to the TRD Pro, super premium. They want to do the markup in a lot of dealerships. $45,858. I'd pay MSRP because that's pretty much the base with some of these, especially a 2020. But I would try to knock off $2,000 off that MSRP again because of the time of year. And that's just the way I feel about it. I mean, when it comes to the TRD Pro, I mean, the Tacoma, it's obviously the best-selling mid-size truck in the market. They're probably going to just tell me no. Oh, I'm sorry about all the wind. Let me turn this way. They're probably just going to tell me no and tell me to leave because there's no way they're giving me a deal like that on, you know, a TRD Pro 2020 Tacoma, but I'm still going to try. And again, if they're desperate, you got to remember this. If they're desperate to move a couple more cars to get to their yearly goal, they might do some crazy stuff. Coming up here to, the 2020s that we saw last week, I wanted to take a stop at this one because, again, I'm in love with this truck. They don't have a markup sticker on this, but I'm telling you, there is a markup. There's no way they're not going to have a markup. I can't see the price. $65,600. So let's pretend there is no markup on it. They're going to sell it at MSRP. Now, what they're probably going to say is this is the first year the TRD Pro Sequoia is around. So everyone's thinking it's super high demand, but this thing's been sitting here a long time. Another thing you have to realize when you're shopping for a vehicle, as we go back down this way, it all depends on how long the vehicle's been sitting here as well too. They don't want vehicles on the lot for a long period of time. They want these things to move so they can get better stuff in. The more you move volume, the more you get, the better the stuff you get, like the Pros and the high selling stuff, the Supras, things like that. They want that kind of thing. So do your research. Do your research. Find out how long the vehicle's been on the lot. Find out how much they're going for at dealerships around your area. Don't forget, in this day and age, the consumer is in complete control as long as you know how to do your research. You have the internet like we've never had the internet before, right? Use it to your advantage to get exactly what you want for a vehicle. Use your, TrueCar and all that. Use everything you can to get the best deal you can, because it's not like it used to be where you came in and took their word for it. Now you can do whatever you want. Research, see again how long a vehicle's been sitting on a lot. There's websites that tell you that. If a vehicle's been sitting a long time, get aggressive. Just come in knowledgeable. The more research you do, the better. So that is my suggestion to you. We're just walking behind the vehicles here just to see what's around. A lot of TRD Sport Tacomas around here. And then down to the 4Runners again, and then we go to the small SUVs, which I don't really have any interest in those. I mean, the wife goes between this and the Highlander, but I think she wants this. I think this is her favorite. This one here I wish she would take, but it's just too big for our needs. But yeah, that's all I got from the dealership today. Like I said, just research, look at your incentives, look at your customer cash, use your time of year correctly. It's not just the end of the year they're looking to make big sales. Midsummer helps a lot. They always have the July 4th and Memorial Day, stuff like that. Don't be afraid to try. I always say that. Don't be afraid to try. And the research is what's going to get you in the vehicle you want to be in. So take your time, do it right. Don't fall in love with anything. There's plenty of dealerships out there. Some dealerships will give you crazy deals. Some dealerships will tell you to leave. So take your time, but let me know if you have any questions, comments below. I would love to help you get in your next Toyota, preferably Tundra. Okay, no rain today. Very windy as usual. Just this area is always windy for some reason. It is what it is. And it was very cold and there was a lot of frost on the vehicles, and I apologize for that. But I think we got the right idea out there. This was all an educational type video to help people when they're trying to buy their Tundras. I know some people out there, some of the owners that I've spoken to, have gotten insane deals on some Tundras. Insane. You just got to go in there and, you know, do your research and have a price in mind. And if you're strict about it and don't fall in love with the vehicle, you might be able to get what you want. Once again, I know I said this when we were walking, there are other dealerships than the one you go to, okay? So with today's technology, you could buy a Tundra. I'm in New Jersey. I could buy a Tundra in California if the price is better. In Florida if the price is better. Delivery charges nowadays, as far as getting your vehicle delivered to your front door, is not crazy. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not like it used to be. There's just a lot of technology out there to help you get the deal you want and get the vehicle you want. You don't have to settle. That's the big thing. You know, some people, they settle for something and then they have buyer's remorse. So you might as well just nip it in the butt right off the bat and get what you want. You know, these aren't cheap. These cars and trucks nowadays are insane. So if you're going to spend $50,000, you might as well spend $50K on something that you really like and that you fall in love with. So like I said, below the video, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, hit me up. I'm sure there's some other guys on the channel that would be happy to help you. And we do have a lot of salesmen that follow me, so I'm sure they'd be happy to point you in the right direction as well. And don't forget, always check those incentives. That's a good place to start. So Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. I hope this helps, and have a great day.